Hi everybody, it's Mystery MTG Damien here with our next Tinkerer's Cube draft in case you wanted to, get a little practice and learn what not to do. We're going to be going through another one here. So pack one, pick one. Looks like we've got, what? Timeless Witness seems like the most powerful card in the pack, to me. I love Timeless Witness. This Vivian's been mediocre. I mean, the plus only matters if you have creatures. The minus only... All of her abilities, you need a bunch of creatures. Like, I don't like Planeswalkers like that. Farm to market? No, that's not the... There's another split card. Mirror Shell Crab's okay. A lot of reactive cards. This is probably good if... I know there's an Aristocrat-style sack deck. But Timeless Witness is super powerful here. I think I'm going to go Timeless Witness first. Just getting back your best thing and then sometimes doing it twice is insane. Ooh, Scholar's another bonkers card. Behold is very good. Ooh, some good green cards. Setessan Champion, very powerful to build around. If you get this early enough, like right now, I could easily see taking this and taking a bunch of, enchantments. There's a lot of blinking. Blue-white blink is a thing in this. There's no time warps. There's no really busted stuff that you're doing with this card, so I could see taking Behold over Scholar. This guy investigates. Yeah, he's mediocre. Burning Slash, Sciences. There's a bunch of Lesson Learn as well, but I'm going to go Behold. I love this card. It was great in Neo. It was obviously a different context, but Scholar, I feel like, is not at its best here because, again, you're not getting these big, bomby sorceries and instants like Magma Opus and... Time Warp and, stuff like that. So let's try Behold. Little blue-green start here. Got Kasmina, blue-green. Shimmer Dragon's very powerful. Wow, some nice blue flowing. That's good. Green, not necessarily our second color. We could easily ditch green. Shimmer Dragon's super powerful. I mean, if you get a bunch of artifacts, it's almost impossible to interact with. I mean, having hexproof. I don't think there's any Wraths in this format other than, like, Ondu Inversion at 8 mana. And then you have this draw engine, which they can't interact with because it's got hexproof, right? So that seems very powerful to follow up our Behold here. And now I'm going to be looking for, obviously, things that make treasure, things that make clues, things that make food. There's a lot of ways to pump out artifacts. A couple of our drafts, we had Marionette Master. Wow, that card's bonkers in this cube. Because there's so many treasure-making cards in this cube. Ooh, Mirror Hall Mimic. Shimmer Dragon, not legendary. Also excellent with Timeless Witness. I could see taking Mirror Hall. The first time it enters, it's a clone, except it's a spirit, so just a clone. But then out of the graveyard... you enchant something, and it keeps pumping out another copy of that creature every upkeep, which is, well, just should win you the game if you're playing it on any kind of decent creature. I'll take Mirror Hall. Looks like we're angling into blue. Doing a good job cutting blue here. Skatewing Spy's mediocre. 4 mana, 2/3. 6 mana to adapt. Harsh. Sanctum of Stonefangs. Could take some removal. Haven't seen much green. But I could take Hinterland Harbor here. Foul play, like I could start moving into black. That pairs very well with our blue here. But I think I'm going to take the dual land. The dual lands obviously are powerful. Any cube that you play... Ooh, divide by 0. Oh, this is the alchemy version, so it doesn't learn. Oh, no. If its mana value is 4 or less, learn, yeah. The nerfed version, huh? There's Jace is mediocre. Could take a removal spell here. Tawashi Guidebot, maybe okay. It's an artifact. It's kind of expensive though, right? Maybe I should just take Divide. Yeah, I'll take Divide. Good interactive spell. It does learn sometimes. Okay, lots of beautiful lands here. Could go blue-red. I'm seeing a bunch of red here. Seize the Spoils. This does make treasure and draws. It could be like blue-red spells here. Furious, kind of a Wrath. Could also just take a dual land here and, leave my options for fixing open. This big green, or a big blue fatty doesn't excite me. This is tricky. Hey, Asian Gang, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Streaming these days? How have the drafts been? Have you... Well, you play on... I know you do, or the last time I saw you, you were on Magic Online. Do you play much on Arena? Could take a lesson here. We already have Divide by 0 to learn. There's some red removal. Actually, you know what? I could easily see being blue-red spells here. We are getting some red stuff coming around. Baron's also powerful? Not really with what we have, but... And then there's Sphere of Annihilation if I do want to take. This is a Wrath. It's expensive, though. I don't think it's very good. I'm going to take the Igneous Inspiration. Let's see if we can angle into blue-red spells here. Mirror Shell Crab works. Stormkiln Artist. Oh, for each artifact. Ooh. That's pretty good, actually. 4 mana, though? I mean, pumping out a bunch of treasure is awesome with Shimmer Dragon, obviously. We might ditch this Witness here, but... Mirror Shell or Stormkiln? I do need a lot of instants and sorceries for this guy to be good. We only have a couple now, but... I'll take the crab there. Wow, and Scholar Wheels. Okay, well, I'm going to take Scholar here. I mean, again, it's not at its best here because we don't have Time Warp and all this kind of stuff, but still decent. This just makes... Yeah, this is not amazing, right? Blue... Well, it does find Divide by 0. Yeah, it's not amazing. I'll take Flame Discharge, even though, again, not amazing. Welding Sparks could be good. Yeah, why not? Or Improbable Alliance. Wow. Actually, I'm going to take the Alliance here. If we can get enough card draw, I think that's going to be very good. Probably not going to play this, but... Again, we're trying to get an Atamio's Completion. Wow. Blue-red looking pretty open here. I don't know if we're going to be playing this Witness, but let's see. Second pack, what do we have? Not much. There's an Evolving Wilds. These kind of cards are mediocre. Curiosity, Octopus, I mean, if you're really aggressive, maybe I could see it, but not in our deck. Siege Gang's powerful in red. Thought Monitor. Affinity for Artifacts. Yeah, this is not bad. I could see a Thought Monitor. We need some more treasure making. I'm trying to take more treasure making if I see it, but so far we do not have a lot for the Shimmer Dragon. This obviously any artifacts are good, but Thought Monitor. Is that or the Octopus? Yeah. Yeah, let's try Thought Monitor. I think we can get there. We can find a bunch of artifacts here. Rousing Reeds, Seasoned Pyromancer's powerful. Working well with the Improbable Alliance. Not making artifacts, but there's Chemister's Insight, which is good too. We're very heavy blue here. I wonder if we could end up mono blue. Our red is okay, but... Or, I mean, I could splash something like this, I guess, but... I mean, this is powerful if I can get this in the yard and then cast it with, you know, Scholar of Lost Truths. But it doesn't hit face, which, you know, obviously is not amazing. Chemister's Insight or Seasoned Pyro? I'm going to take the Insight for now. I'm still not 100% sure we're going to be red. Lantern Bearer. I do like Even Eternal, just puts multiple bodies on the field to block. There are some good red lands here. I imagine I'll wheel one of these. We wheeled a blue-red land earlier. Last pack, I mean. Dragon Fodder. Yeah, I don't really love anything else here. Ugh, I'm really tempted to just take a Temple here, actually, instead of Even Eternal. Huh. We're not blinking. It's not an artifact. I'm going to go with the land, actually. That's weird. I don't know if that's right or not. Merfolk Looter, Lightning Spear, start from scratch. This is red-green. Okay. This is good if I'm sacking a bunch of treasure and stuff, but we still aren't doing the treasure thing. Here's another lesson that doesn't really do much. I don't mind Looter. I guess we could take Looter here. This is okay, too. I mean, it's an artifact. For Shimmer Dragon and Thought Monitor. And then it's removal. It's a lot of mana, though. 5 mana to do 3 damage. I think I'm just going to take Looter. Circuit Mender's perfect. I think that's what we want here. Counterspell would be nice, too. It looks like we're, turning into a very top-heavy kind of control deck here. I want to take a bunch of removal and counters. Makes a blood token as well, which helps with, which turns on Shimmer Dragon and Thought Monitor. But Circuit Mender's awesome. This is, again, a great card for control. Just, trades with early creatures or holds them back. And then later you just chump block and draw a card. And, they can kill it. You still draw a card. It's very good. I think I'm going to go Circuit Mender here. Gutter Skulker is meh. Can't be blocked alone. Ooh. Hard Evidence. Stratagem is blink 2 things. Draw a card. Not really doing a ton with blinking. There is Teachings as well, which is pretty good. Ooh, this guy's also good. I don't know if we need any fatties. I think I'm going to take Hard Evidence here. The 0/3 helps with holding down the board, and then that clue, again, working with Shimmer Dragon, working with Thought Monitor. Another blue-green duel. Ooh, Whirler Rogue is fantastic here. Oh, Thundering Djinn. Ooh, that's powerful too. Attacks always pings for 1, and then randomly I can, cast the draw spell first, then it just bolts something. The blue-green duel is pretty great as well. Wow, this is also pretty disgusting. Parallel Lives is in this cube? I didn't see that. Still, we're going to take Whirler Rogue here. Spider spawning, nice. Temple, phases out a bunch of other stuff. This is not amazing, right? I think I'm just going to take the off-color Skryland. Okay, and we wield, I guess, Octopus here is not amazing, but you never know. We might end up playing it. Rousing Reed, not really what I want to do. Black-red duel. This is... oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Reed here. There's a blue-red duel. And the Aven Eternal Wheels. Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to take... I think I'm going to take the Eternal here. Jeez, I think we're in the right colors. Blue seems wide open. There's the counter spell. And this... yeah, sure. Nobody playing Blink? Holy crap. Royal Scions, draw discard. So this obviously works very well with Improbable Alliance, letting us draw that second card each turn. The other +1s, whatever. And then, if you ever do get it up to 8, that is powerful. What else do we have? I would definitely splash Wave Sifter. Those 2 clues would be very good with Shimmer Dragon and with Thought Monitor. Treasure Map. Ooh, what are the chances that we wheel? What's the chance we wheel this, I wonder? I think I'm going to take the Scions first here. Maybe we wheel Wave Sifter. We'll see. Honden. Not bad. Ooh, Junkwinder. How good is Junkwinder? It's powerful. Whenever a token enters the battlefield, I mean, that's insane with Improbable Alliance. It's very good with, yeah, Eternal, Essence. I mean, we do a ton of token making here, right? I'm probably not going to play this. Whirler Rogue. Actually, we only really... like, Improbable Alliance is our best thing here to do with Junkwinder. I think I'm going to take it anyway. I don't know if I need another big fatty here, but... Revel in Riches, Time Stream Navigator, Heath, Seize the Storm, Yeah. I guess I'll take Time Stream here. I don't know how many tokens we're going to be making, but if you end up making a lot, then you get the City's Blessing, you can time walk at will. Guess I'll take the Blink. Ooh. This could be good, actually. I think I'm going to take Gold Vein Pick. This is a way to pump out tokens, treasure tokens, and... so just being an artifact, turning on Thought Monitor, Junkwinder, Shimmer Dragon, all these cards. Gold Vein Pick actually might do some work here. Combat damage. The problem is getting in there. I do not have a lot of cheap creatures, actually. I mean, obviously, Improbable Alliance tokens, it's perfect with, because they fly. Not sure. We're definitely going to cut some stuff here. Yes, Inspiration, Flame Discharge is not amazing. I think I probably won't play that. Fire Prophecy is pretty good, though. Strike it rich, make a treasure with flashback 2. 3 mana, 3/2 flyer. When it dies, learn. I'm not doing crazy things with the learn here, so... What is this? Draw, discard. And then, oh, okay. That's kind of powerful. It's more expensive to activate than Looter, obviously. You have to pay the 1. I think I'm going to take Fire Prophecy here. Just take some removal. Our deck is looking like we might be soft to removal. Catgeist doesn't really fit with what we're doing. I think I'm just going to take another dual land here that scries. Jeskai Elder, Flame Fiend, Forgotten Cave. Okay, cycling land I like. Key to the City is not amazing. Elder is okay, but... I wonder. Yeah, let's take another land. Okay, wow, nobody on the Blink deck. Holy crap. First day of class, not amazing. This is a 5 mana 4/4, like an air elemental that, you know, when you cycle or discard. I do have some looting, but not super impressive. Also, this is kind of mediocre as well. Just get Soul Herder out of here. Treasure map, okay. Oh, and the Wave Sifter Wield? Treasure map or... Oh, Wave Sifter. That's close. Hey, King, what's up? Hey, no worries, buddy. Oh, shit. What did I take? I don't know what I took there. Just the Wind, Study. Let's take... Yeah, Just the Wind. Yeah, no... Yeah, Royal Silence is well costed, absolutely. And King Case, no problem, man. It's my pleasure. Thank you for popping in and saying thank you. That's really nice. Sure. Cut somebody's fixing. Wow. Nobody playing green, apparently. Okay. And Rootbound, I guess I'll take. I might actually play that Rootbound because I might splash green here. We'll see. I got the map? Okay, nice. Oh, that, yeah, I just saw it in the list there. Damn. Well, actually, I don't know if that was correct or not. I might have wanted the other thing, but, okay. There's our mana. We don't need the Catacomb. I will play one more Scryland here. That is 3 coming into play tap lands. 4 if you count the cave. That's a lot of 7 drops, but Mirror Shell is a, 3 mana counter. Junkwinder hopefully costs less than 7. Same with Thought Monitor. So we only have 1 6 and 1 7 here, really. Let's take out here. I'm going to move the removal. Put the removal over here. So we have Igneous Inspiration, Tamu's Completion. We're barely touching red here. This is 5 lands, so 24 cards. And there was a card... Oh, I was going to play... Yeah, I'll play Rootbound. So I could splash green here. Like, Ugh, is it even worth it, though? I don't think so. For a... Like, Timeless Witness is the only green card I would splash. So, you know what? I think we're going to just take that out. Take out the Crag. I'll play the Temple because it's a Scryland. Yeah, 3 Scrylands. That seems good. So this is 24. So we have Looter, Navigator. Let's see what are we trying to do here. We're trying to either draw multiple cards a turn for things like Improbable Alliance. We have a lot of card draw. Looter, Scions, Octopus, I guess. Chemister's Insight. Behold draws us cards. But what about the artifacts? That's what I'm more worried about. We've got Thought Monitor and Shimmer Dragon that want a lot of artifacts. So Hard Evidence makes artifacts. Gold Vein Pick, Treasure Map. Treasure Map also pumps out a bunch of artifacts. Octopus, Circuit Mender, Crab, but we're probably, counting the Crab as an artifact in play doesn't make sense because it's 7 mana. Whirler Rogue. We've got Mirror Hall. Can you imagine a Mirror Hall on the Whirler Rogue? Yeesh, good game. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. I think we should be able to make enough artifacts that this guy's good. How good is Scholar of Lost Trove? I don't think it's amazing, is it? We've got Fire Prophecy, Divide by Zero, Igneous Inspiration, Chemister's Insight already flashes back. We don't need to cast that. So we've got 3... Oh, and I guess Hard Evidence, which is not amazing. We've got 3 good targets, and they're not even that good. Like, flashing back a 3 damage spell in the late game is not amazing. Sad, but I think I'm going to cut the Sphinx. I don't want another 7-drop here. We've got a pretty top-heavy deck already. So this is 23. Run 17 lands. Rousing Reed, another bounce spell. I mean, this is decent with Looter. You know, getting to Madness it away. I could see playing Just the Win. It doesn't contribute to the artifact synergy, and it doesn't contribute to the drawing multiple cards a turn synergy. It is good with Looter or, you know, Activate Alliance. Whenever I'm discarding Scion's discards. Actually, I don't know. Do I need just a bounce spell, though? I don't think I do. Treasure Map, aka J Clue. Yeah, absolutely. For the Timeless Witness, I don't think it's worth it. And especially, I think the deck is already powerful enough that I don't need to stretch. Like, the only time you should be stretching to splash is if you need that power boost. If your deck is like, you know, 6 out of 10 power wise, and you need to, you know, just give it a little bit more punch, then you branch into another color at the cost of consistency. But if your deck's already powerful, do not make it less consistent by going into another color. You're already good. You know what I mean? Like, my fixing's pretty good here. I could splash, but double green? Yeah, there's just no point in making our mana worse and putting a card that may be dead in our hand if we don't draw, you know, a couple green sources. We have no... Like, we're making a bunch of treasure, which makes it, you know, like I said, it's pretty easy to splash. But I think I'm just going to keep it like this. This seems actually pretty good. So what are we learning? We have 1 lesson in the board, and that's it. So, yeah, Divide by Zero, Igneous Inspiration, not amazing here, but you never know. Every once in a while, I might want to blow up some problematic artifact. But, okay, let's see what we've got here. So we'll add... God, when are they going to fix the lands so I don't have to see all these common lands from every single set, every art version for every land? Like, they said they were going to fix that, but still waiting. Blue, 1, 2, 3. 3 blue sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, our deck is almost entirely blue here. And then this leaves us with 1, 6, 7, 8 red. So 10 blue, 8 red with a bunch of treasure. We only have 4 red spells in our deck. This should be good. Okay, here we go. Match 1. Let's get the bets up. Will we win this match? Very easy to bet. Type bet space yes or no, exclamation mark bet space yes or no space, however many wings you want to bet between 10 and 10,000. I'm going to bet the max on yes. So you guys bet on no, and if I lose, you're going to win a lot of wings. Remember, you can check your wings by typing exclamation mark wings. You're trying to get to the top of the leaderboard with the wings. If you do, you win $50 at the end of the month. Blink is an amazing combat trick. Yeah. With the Whirler Rogue, yeah. Oh, the Momentary Blink. Yeah, the Blink deck is very good, but I don't really have a ton of Blink. Like, the Rogue's obviously good, but only keep Scholar for a big flyer. Yeah. You're right, exactly, King Case. I don't think the Scholar's necessary. If I play against, I don't know, some control deck maybe or something. Or I don't even know when I would bring it in, because it gets countered pretty easily. Okay, this is not great, but not bad. We've got some interaction, hard evidence to hold down the board early, some removal, and lands. So I think I'm going to keep this. And the clue from hard evidence gets us a redraw here, which is nice. Waiting for my opponent. This is how I hold my cards in real life. I don't know. I've got some magic cards. Well, my camera's reversed, but when I keep my lands on the right side of my hand. And I put the spells on the left in ascending casting cost order. Some people don't have any rhyme or reason. The cards are just how they draw them, or they, you know, in competitive play, in real play, you do a lot of flicking because you don't want your opponent to know that you just drew that land or that removal spell or whatever. But okay, let's just pass and we'll crack our clue. Probably gonna cycle this cave. But anyway, I have friends who are very specific about their order, and I've used it against them in real games because I know when they have their... Or, you know, whenever you take a card randomly from somebody and they just go like this and they just like, okay, take it. Well, I know the way you hold your cards. This is going to be a spell. Or this is your land. I'm going to take that. It's a liability to do this, of course, if your friends know, ooh, that was a spicy draw. Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm going to go Improbable Alliance, Cycle Cave, make a 1/1 here. Ooh, and then we drew the Gold Vein pick? Yeah, let's Alliance. Opponent, ooh, has a counterspell maybe? No. Okay, Cycle. This is going to be the second card drawn this turn, so we're going to get to make a fairy. Next turn I can equip and swing, make a treasure, and we're off to the races, making a bunch of treasure, hopefully, so that when we do draw the Shimmer Wing Dragon, whatever it's called, just the win. Yeah, all right. Trade my token for a card. I'm fine with that. Treasure map solid. Okay, so they shut down our draw engine, Sag, but that's okay. Kind of annoying. I could double spell here, treasure map Gold Vein, but then I can't use the map. I think I'd like to actually use the map. So let's just play map and pass. Opponent with Voldaran Estate and 2 blue mana. Last time I checked, there were not a lot of blue vampires, so I'm not sure what's going on. That's a sweet-looking swamp. Cool. Wow! Dying to serve. Someone's dying to make a lot of tokens. When you discard cards, make tapped 2/2 black zombies. Only once each turn. Okay. Fascinating stuff. Activate. I might stop on my upkeep and activate again. Let's see. Loots. Ooh, big loots? Yeah, I'm going to keep looter, I think. Okay, no need to stop on our upkeep here. My turn. Let's go looter. And Gold Vein. And I could equip here, but I'm going to leave up the treasure map instead, I think. Let's pass. The sooner we get to crack this map, the better, because then, of course, like, we've already got a bunch of artifacts in play. We've got Thought Monitor that just right now could come down for like 5 mana or less if I hit with Gold Vein pick. If I flip that map, then I can Thought Monitor for like 3 mana and draw 2, and it's just better than Mulldrifter. Let's see. Darn, need to drop out for a meeting. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, Case. Thanks for popping in, dude. You're awesome. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, check it out, or check out the YouTube channel. You know, Mystery MTG at the top right there. Who we're associated with. Okay. He's got all these discard payoffs, but no discard outlets yet. Scry. Ooh. I think I'll keep that as well. Okay, so let's just leave that on top. Yeah, I think I'm gonna loot. Oh, it's tough, actually. Let's scry first. Gold Vein pick is +1/+1. Yeah, so we're not getting through that Chancellor. Okay. Mountain. I could draw and discard Mountain just to make a 1/1. Because I don't want to discard anything in my hand, actually. Okay, that flips. Very nice. Let's activate. Yeah, we don't need the land. Get our 1/1. And then I'm going to equip. And then I think I'm just going to leave up Divide / Tamiyo's Completion. And we are looking very good right now. Should I slam Behold? Nah. Not yet. My opponent's going to start going off, making a bunch of 2/2s, and then Behold is just going to shut down their whole team. But right now, there's no reason to play it. I'd also like to play it as my last card, so I can draw a bunch of cards off it, but we'll see. Deck looking solid so far. Improbable Alliance is a real engine. This card is no joke. I mean, even if you don't have any other looting effects, whatever, you can just pay 6 and just, like, start pumping out fairies. The fact that they fly is key, right? Obviously, as you can see, just getting in with Gold Vein is going to be very good. So let's see. It looks like they've got a little madness going on here. Now they've got again, they've got 2 discard payoffs, but I'm waiting for them to play something that, you know, lets them discard cards. So far, they're not able to get any kind of advantage going with these 2 cards because they have no way to discard. But blue-black, I'm sure, has a ton of ways. Like, I've got a looter in my deck, for example. There's a bunch of looting effects. You're extremely annoying card shuffler. Oh, you're an annoying shuffler? Yeah. Oh, you mean like flicking, like doing the, yeah, this, like, I do it too. Like, it's a habit now that I just can't get rid of. Bone shards. Oh, discarding Scholar of the Lost Troves. Okay. Should I bounce the bone shards on the stack? It's 1 mana. And then they have to discard again or sack, so they'll just sack a token or something. Do I care? I think it's fine. Let my looter die here. Okay. Got me. Okay, amass 2. Yeah, I'll probably just bounce that token at some point. Cridle's good. Deals damage to a player. They lose a life. I lose a life, mill a card. They gain a life, scry 1. And then he can make it unblockable. Sure. Attackers, I presume none. I could complete that Cridle. It's tempting. My opponent has 1 card left. They're gonna start getting in unblockable. I think I am gonna do this now. Okay, Circuit Mender, sure. So let's get in with this first. Get our Treasure. Play Circuit Mender. And I think I'm gonna pass here. We're waiting for one of our big payoffs. Where's the Shimmer Dragon? Where's the Thought Monitor, the Junk Troller, or Junk, whatever it's called? Not Junk Troller, that's a different card. The Junk Winder, is that what it's called? The big blue dork. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the flipping. Like, flicking your cards has a purpose. If you're playing, it's just like poker. It's like a lot of games. When I'm playing Settlers of Catan against my friends, I see them draw cards, and I know that when they don't flick their cards, I can see the cards in their hand, and I know which ones are which, even though I can't see the faces of the cards, just because I know that was the card they just drew, and when they play it, I go, ah, yeah, they just drew that. They must have, you know... sure. They must have, you know, have just drawn that or whatever, which means they don't have any more yada yada yada. You know, you can get a lot of information by watching the cards in your opponent's hand, and when they play it, and you know that it was the card they just drew, it, you know, gives you a lot of info. You can use that against them. But okay, hold on, let me think here. Okay, he's gonna swing with the 4/4. Could block with Circuit Mender here, but I think I'm just gonna divide because I do want to. Oh, 1 or greater. What am I thinking? Oh, right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Damn. I want to bounce something here. Nothing costs 4. I just want to go down to 1 card so I can get this. I want to cast this Behold next turn. Ugh. I could bounce Tamiyo's Completion and then put it back on the 4/4 there. That's tempting. Because then every time he amasses... Yeah, I'm going to bounce Completion here. Learn. Wait. Oh, that was weird. Ooh, Mirror Shell. I can just hardcast this at this point. Okay. The learning actually made it so now I'm so far from having 1 card left in my hand. But regardless, I could blow up artifacts. I could just slam the Mirror Shell Crab. It's such a huge wall. Or I could Behold. Behold will draw us cards, pump out another token from Alliance next turn. I really wanted to draw 4, but let's just play Big Mirror Shell here. Use one of our treasures. Okay. Pass. Constant shuffle into flat on the table face down is how I usually do it. Yeah, exactly. I always put my hand down when it's my opponent's turn. I know what's in my hand. I put it down, and then I watch them, and I look at their board, and I watch what they're doing. And yeah, that's another thing that you'll see. Even poker players and other games, you'll see that the players who look at their cards immediately. As soon as the dealer gives you your second card, and you immediately look at your cards. You know, I don't look at my cards until it's my turn in poker. I watch everybody else look at their cards, because you can get a lot of information watching other people look at their cards for the first time. Some people are not good at keeping themselves under control. Okay, they've got a 6/6. It's pretty big. I am going to complete that thing, I think. The question is, can they... Oh, going to make it unblockable. Okay. Cool. Did he do it? Yeah, he did it. Okay. Taking it. So we can complete that that dude. Okay, let's scry. I guess I can kill Krydle or something. Yeah, I should probably keep this. Okay. So let's behold. Yeah, I can start drawing cards here off this treasure as well. This is tricky. 2, 4, 5, 6. So they can't kill my crab. I think I'm just gonna go swing. Let's see what my opponent does here. Jumps. Cool. Okay. Got me. So I could Treasure Cove, sack a treasure, draw my inspiration, kill Krydle, and then his 6/6 can't get through. I can just chump it with Circuit Mender or something, or a 0/3 crab. And then I don't have to use this. I think I want to completion that thing though, right? He gets Teachings of the Archaic. Okay. This is... yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this. Oh, we're still in combat here. Let me get out of combat first. Now, I could draw a card and Igneous Inspiration. It is a sorcery. I think I will do that. Yeah, let's just kill him. We don't have anything else to learn. Yeah, let's discard this and redraw. Okay. 20 cards in our deck. Okay, so the nice thing about the Amass is that he can't make another Amass token, right? Another zombie. With this Amass ability, it just keeps stacking on the current zombie army. So this guy's basically useless now. He can't make a new Amass token, so... I've got 2 cards, he's got 2 cards. He can play Teachings to draw 2. Did I play a land last turn? Oh, I did. Yeah, I scryed, right? Scholar brings back something. Bone Shards. Okay. Gotta pay the ward. Okay, he does, I presume. Taps himself out. Okay. So now they have a 5/5 Sphinx I've got to deal with. Ooh, Time Stream Navigator. That was a pretty good draw. Okay, so we're going to cast Behold here. And Time Stream. And then I think I'm going to pass. I get to draw 4 cards next turn. Yeah, let's pass. And we have City's Blessing, so I can time walk whenever I want. Pretty sick. And if I ever get down to the bottom of my library, this guy can make sure that I never deck. And I also just get to take infinite turns. But let's see if we can survive. So we're at... Oh, they make a blood main phase. Yikes. That Teachings of the Archaic looking pretty rough in their hand. We're going to draw 4 cards on our turn. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Our deck looks kind of sweet here. We've got a lot of big boom booms still in the deck that I could draw as well. I don't even know if they want to attack with Scholar. If they do... Yeah, they don't. Okay, Junk Winder for 4 seems pretty good. Oof. Getting all the action. There's a counter spell. Oh, and the Mirror Hall Mimic, Shimmer Dragon. Okay, so let's play Junk Winder. It's the biggest dude we have, and it can start crunching here. Let's see. Any creature on the battlefield. So I could swing with my Gold Vein Pick Fairy. And then he's going to block. And then I could flashback Inspiration and kill his Sphinx. So let's do that. I think I'm going to attack with this. And that's it. Oh, I should have cast this guy pre-combat, though. Oh, because we're going to lose... Well, whatever. We're going to lose 1 token, make him a little bit more expensive here, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so let's Mirror Hall. I think we can tap this. Okay. Make a Sphinx. Cast Inspiration. On you. There. Now I could redraw here, but I don't think I want to. Okay, now I could take another turn. Yeah, let's do that. Draw. Behold flips. Okay. Now, let's equip Pick. Go to combat. Swing. Make another treasure. That makes Junk Winder cheaper. Now, Junk Winder says whenever a token enters the battlefield, tap their thing, and then it doesn't untap on their next untap step. That's ridiculous. 3 mana, 5/6 that, like, taps... Because I'm getting fairies, I'm getting treasure. Actually, I should have played Junk Trawler there before I did anything else. I forgot that it doesn't untap on their next turn. Junk Winder. I keep calling it Junk Trawler. This thing's pretty damn good. These fucking Modern Horizon cards are ridiculous. Okay, so, I mean, I could bring in my own Scholar, but as we saw, it's not amazing. Just the Wind might be very good. My opponent's making a lot of tokens. A big Amass token, just blunk, goodbye. Pretty good. Could take out something like Octopus. They're making a lot of dorks. I don't think Octopus is going to get in there ever. And equipping onto a creature is pretty good. Like, again, if I draw my my enchantment. Yeah, GG Failstar. How you been, man? I was going to raid you the other night, but you were playing... you weren't playing Magic. What were you playing? You were playing something totally different. Here, let's give Fail a shout out here. Go check him out. Oh, just chatting? Okay, no. I don't know what I saw you play. It wasn't just chatting. Okay, this is slow, but I'm going to keep it. My opponent's deck is very slow. They're playing a lot of cards that do nothing, which I really don't like, and that's why I'm not a big fan of this cube, to be honest. A lot of these synergy cards, they do nothing on their own. I mean, some of them are very powerful, Parallel Lives, and, you know, but look at the enchantments my opponent played. Like, they played a 3-mana enchantment that did nothing. They took their third turn and played an enchantment that did nothing for, like, 4 turns. And then, you know, they made a bunch of 2/2s. That's not good enough, right? Okay, let's pass. We're gonna crack this clue. Blood Mage is good. Okay. Let's crack. Siphon Essence. Okay, I can leave that up next turn. Shimmer Dragon in hand is nice as well. My turn. Time Stream Navigator. Don't need to play this guy right now. Yeah, let's just leave up the Essence and pass. Callous Blood Mage never getting in there. Could divide something as well, but I guess I could divide and get that lesson that does 1 damage, kill his Blood Mage, but Blood Mage is already just a free 2/1 here. They drew a card off it. Ooh. Okay. Go for the equip. Bounce. And yeah, they get to draw another card here, but that's fine. We'll take the start from scratch. Okay. Now we can Chemister's Insight. I'm gonna have to play a couple spells next turn, or probably have to discard. I could just counter this, actually. Should I? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna counter it. Okay, get a blood. Chancellor. Okay. Now, should I use this blood to discard something? Like I could discard the card with Jumpstart that I don't really need to draw another couple of cards here. But no, let's just keep the artifact around for Shimmer Dragon, for Junkwinder. Actually, I could just slam Junkwinder here, right? That was a good draw. Yeah, that's easy slam. And now, whenever we make tokens, we're just going to lock their whole board down. They could have Bone Splinters or whatever. Hey, Nix, what's up, man? Long time no see. How's life? What's new? You were playing Insurmountable. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I love indie games, new games, stuff like that. Games that I haven't seen anywhere else. Absolutely. Yes, yeah, I remember. Insurmountable. I just couldn't remember the name. Swinging with Death Touch here. Okay, I will take it. Opponent has 3 mana left. Okay, make a 1/1. Pest Summoning. So they're going to have a lot of dorks. I do want to slam Shimmer Dragon, but let's go to attacks first. We'll swing here. Yeah, figured they might do that. This is tricky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't have City's Blessing yet. Yeah. I could just... I could play Time Stream Navigator, Tamiyo's Completion. The completion does count as one of my permanents, so it will get me to 10. Huh. I think I'm going to do it. I don't want to play this Shimmer Dragon till it has Hexproof, right? Alright, let's pass. Time Stream Navigator's been awesome. I played against it, and it was very good. I lost to it. And then, now that we have it in our deck, like, it's pretty easy to get to this City's Blessing in this format. Okay, draw discards. Yep, that's fine. Okay, before combat, we're gonna lock down this Chancellor. Okay. Pest Summoning. Yep. Okay, we have a land. I could start from scratch, kill that Raving Visionary. I can just take another turn here as well. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So could do both. I think I will. Or should I kill that artifact, actually? No, let's kill this. He won't be able to make use of this artifact because he won't be able to attack here. Chumps. Okay. They gain a life. Yeah, let's take another turn. Okay. Ooh, Scions is filthy. This gives trample. Nice. So we can do this, plus I can Chemister's Insight here. Nice. Now you can't chump my Junk Troll or a Junkwinder. Bam. Big damages. I'm gonna leave up Chemister's Insight here and pass. Nice. All coming together. Deck firing on all cylinders here. Feels pretty good. Ooh. ETB, draw a card, lose a life. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay. They've got a 1/1 that can't get through. We get to draw 2 cards. Nice. There's a Behold. Yeah, it's all coming up Millhouse. 5, 6. So he's going to go for the double block here, but I can just Behold this, so pretty good. And I am going to jumpstart next turn, I think, here. Okay, so no good blocks. Opponent's getting very low here. Yep. Taking another 7. And can't Chemister's Insight, but that's all good. We'll draw 2, scry 2, draw 2 next turn. And feeling unbeatable here. The Shimmer Dragon didn't even need it. Royal Scion is going to tick up to 8 next turn. No, all my lands from now on just get to turn into more cards with Scions or Chemist's Insight or whatever, so I don't know how we can lose this. They need a Wrath, they need Sphere of Annihilation, is that what it's called? Ooh, that's pretty good. But they can only cast one of these? Okay. Sure. I need to make another token. If I make a token, then Junkwinder can tap that down and I can keep getting in there. Yeah, they make more 1/1s. Okay. I think I'm gonna activate... Should I activate the blood? Yeah, I'll chump here, I think. Yeah, you know what? Let's crack this. I'm gonna discard the land and, find another land. And another land, why not? Do not need, Mirror Shell. Does that... I guess that's fine. Yeah, okay, fine. Draw 2, just the win, nice. So let's scry first. Ah, that's a good one. Let's keep that on top. Let's +2. My opponent's at 8. This gives first strike and trample. Yeah, I want to draw this card and just the wind bounce something here. But I don't need to do that. Let's just... Oops. Let's just +2/+0 first strike trample. Get in there. I could bounce his guy in response, but it's not lethal, so I can't... I'm not going to bother with that. Yep. Okay. Sure. Let's go Shimmer, leave up the just the wind here. Pass. I think this is all over but the crying. Shimmer being just big enough, bigger than a normal dragon. Dragon's typically 5/5. Well, this is a Sphinx, but you know what I mean. 6 toughness being key here. I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire. Yes, dude. Oh, I played it. Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah. Nix, you would like even Magic, Slay the Spire. There's a lot of common elements. Slay the Spire is a little bit different, obviously. It's more like, yeah, like Gloomhaven, Monster Train. Like, there's a bunch of games like that, but... Scions is looking ridiculous this game, right? It's gonna -8 and do 4 damage next turn. Yeah, this card literally does nothing, so... They also didn't move their equipment over, which I'm not sure why. They attacked once with First Sphere Gargantua. All they had to do was equip. They would have two more life. I don't know if they had mana that turn available, but... They needed that removal. Now, I could bounce my guy in response, but no need to do that. The bounce spell is gonna kill them. Okay. Yeah. Scions lives and then we win. Nice. Alright, match 1 in the books. Bets are in. It does trample and first strike, I know. I was gonna say, I forgot about the first strike. I was like, wow, yeah, for 3 mana, it's an aggressive blue-red planeswalker, which is really weird. But starting 3 mana, ticking up to 5 loyalty right off the bat is, on turn 3, it's very tough to do that much damage to a planeswalker. You know, assuming you made at least one play before that, like a 2-drop. Opponent, unless they're very aggressive and have like 1-drop, 1-drop, 2-drop, it's gonna be very tough for them to get the Scions off the board, right? Okay, I think I'm going to keep this. We've got counter up, Eternal, and then if we draw lands, yeah, we should be good. No, Crab. What is it called? Can't remember what the card's called. Hard Evidence or something? Something Evidence. Hard Evidence, I think. Make a crab, make a clue. Card's good, actually. Ooh, opponent keeps a 1-lander, a colorless 1-lander? Well, I'm not going to leave up Counterspell here. Let's just get our Aven into play. What are they thinking? Okay. And they were on the draw, I guess, but yeesh, that's yikes. A Janny. Alright. Getting in there, making that treasure. So next turn I can slam Crab, which is kind of crazy, because Ward 3 means they'll never be able to interact with it. Green-white. Okay. The Roaring Earth. Totally fine. Swing. Treasure. And I'm going to use all the treasure and just slam this guy. Because with that little mana, they're just not going to be able to interact with this thing. And it's over. Yeah. Turn 5 Crab. Good night, sweet prince. Alright. No reason to sideboard here. Let's just run it back. That was a quickie. But opponent kept a 1-lander, colorless land in their two-color deck, at least two-color deck, white-green. Kept a Voldaren Estate, and then that's it? And yeah, yikes. I don't know, maybe they had a lot. They were on the draw, so I don't know, I could see it. If they had a ton of 2-drops, maybe, but colorless is rough. That means they needed to draw a land specifically of, you know, the color of their 2-drops, a green or white. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh, I hear Neo. What's up, bud? We'll say hi to Neo after this. Give him a treat, maybe. Okay, Scion's on 3, but ooh, very slow hand. Shoot. We're on the play? What? Our opponent put us on the play. Okay. I do have a Scry land here, but I'm gonna try this. Let's see what happens. I need to find another land. Oh, that's good, but not a land. This is a very slow hand. I mean, Thought Monitor. Oh, well, that's something, I guess. Makes Thought Monitor a little bit cheaper. Actually, this doesn't have Defender, so I don't know. Scions can pump it, but I think I'm going to probably just draw discard. Roaring Earth on turn 2. Okay, another land is nice. So, Scions. And let's draw. I'm gonna toss the dragon. Ooh. 4/3? Yep. Okay, Scions. Oh my god, really? I guess I toss Mirror Hall. I can cast it from the yard. Not amazing, though. I'm gonna actually crack this and draw. There we go. I have to make a land drop here. Let's play Time Stream. And no attacks. Scion's on 7 here, so I can actually afford to take a hit from this, this knight. And then I can complete it next turn. I could also... What if I Mirror Hall my Time Stream Navigator? Just pump out a bunch of Navigators and just take like 100 turns in a row. Yeah. I don't know if that's good. Enchant creature. Yeah. So I can copy, I can put this on any creature, even his knight, and then I can start making knights every single turn, right? Yeah. That's pretty insane. No blocks. Okay, Scions lives. Okay. Damn. I really needed a... untapped land there. Okay. Yeah, I want to Mirror Hall that thing, but first we have to complete it, I think. Yeah, I have to complete this. Is there any reason to wait? I don't know what they could have here. Protection. Green could give them hexproof or something, so I'm going to do this now. Let's do this now. And that's 8 permanents on the battlefield. We're getting close to time walking here. I'm not sure. Yeah, green I know has things that give hexproof, so I don't. Let's just do this now. I think it's safer to do it on my main phase. And then next turn, I think I'm just going to slam Mirror Hall Mimic on Knight of Autumn, and every upkeep I'm going to get a Knight of Autumn. That's pretty insane. When you get a creature that has 3 different modes that can, you know, I can just start gaining a bunch of life, or blowing up their artifacts, enchantments, or just making 4/3s every turn. Pretty good. They play a land. Wilt. Nice. Okay. Let's plus the Scions again. I do want to make my land drop. Ugh. This is rough. I think I'm going to ditch the Octopus. Siphon Essence, I think, might still be good here. Okay, so this is 6, 7, 8. We can't time walk, huh? Okay, let's just Mirror Hall here. And no attacks. I might chump with this guy to keep the Royal Scions alive. We'll see. Actually, no. Who am I kidding? Let the Scions die. Fang of Shigeki, don't care. What does a Johnny do? Gain life or make a Pride Mate? Okay. Don't care about that either. Yeah. Good old Hardcast Thought Monitor Junkwinder for 7 mana. It's not how these cards are supposed to work, but here we are. We've been on the back foot this game. Opponent put us on the play. I guess that was wise. So what do I do here? I could lose my time stream. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we have 9 permanents, so I'm going to go down to 8 permanents no matter what. I'm not going to be able to time walk. I'm going to get a Knight of Autumn on my turn. I think I'm going to block. I think the Planeswalkers are better value than that guy. Okay, Ghastly Mimicry. So, let's kill Roaring Earth or Fang of Shigeki. And then I'm going to chump. Kill the Earth. Ooh, Improbable Alliance. That was an excellent draw. Now I plus and make a fairy. Okay, let's discard. Oof, that's close too. I'm going to leave up Siphon Essence this turn. I think... Man, this is tough. I think I'm going to discard Thought Monitor here. Junkwinder is going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Okay, nice. Now we're cooking. Improbable Alliance plus Royal Scions is going to start doing a lot of work here. Yep, you can have a Johnny Pride Mate. I'm going to get a Knight of Autumn every single turn. Beanstalk. It's a chonker. Yep. Siphon Essence can't counter the Footsteps side, of course. Could Mirror Shell Crab there, I guess? But, nah, they... Oh, I should have, actually. You know what? Ooh, that I don't want to resolve. Nope. Okay. Yep. Can block here. Science takes 1. My turn. Nice. Make another Knight. I think this time I'm going to put counters on it, because now I can double block that giant Knight that they have. Let's scry first. Ooh, yes. That's perfect. I can draw and discard that. And then I can jumpstart it later. Okay, let's go Junkwinder. And leave up the crab counter. Should I hit a Johnny for 2 here? I could swing for 2, actually. That's tempting. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Pass. Nice. Ah, I kind of screwed that up. I should have played Junkwinder and then plus the Scions, because then this token would have tapped his Knight of Autumn. Yeah, sure. Okay, so they have 2 cards plus Beanstalk. I can counter whatever they play here if it's 3 or more, or 4 or more mana. So I feel pretty good about our spot. Mirror Hall, no, it's just an ETB. Yeah, constant ETB. Yeah, it's pretty insane. The new set, yeah, me too. Yeah, the new set should be good. And this is, Standard is going to be now full powered, right? 8 sets. So if you're just getting into Standard, it might not be the best time. You might want to wait till after Capenna rotate. Because when, like, the next set that comes out after New Capenna is going to be a huge rotation, right? And I think that's when is probably a good time to get in. Destroy Artifact or Enchantment? What? Oh, I gotta counter that. Okay. Wow. Yeah, my opponent's deck has randomly a bunch of cards that are very good against me. Masked Vandal, Steel Bane Hydra. Yeah, that is gross. Sure. Chump. And that's it. Yeah, they're dead, I think. They know they're dead. Make one of these. Tap this. Doesn't untap. Let's just kill his Fang. Yeah, that's not untapping. Oof. Oof. Should I just plus here? I don't even need another fairy. Let's just plus this. Attack you, except you can kill a Johnny. Yeah, just scoop bud. It's way over here. Way over. They lose, baby. My opponent had a... maybe they sided that in, those enchantment artifact, but, well, game 1. Yeah, they did see some artifacts game 1, but... Okay, 2-0. Let's keep cruising. Let's get this 3-0 here if we can. Yeah, that was filthy. The Mirror Hall, remember, like, that's a weird card because normally auras you would put on your own creatures. But that one is such a broken 2-for-1 because, like, it's a 3-4-for-1. I don't even know. You get the first side, clone anything, which is so much better than clone something on your side. And then when it comes back, you always should put it on one of their good creatures because then they have to kill their own creature to get rid of it. Otherwise, you just get, yeah, their best creature every turn. That's insane, right? And Knight of Autumn was perfect because it's a modal creature that I can... it's so flexible. I blew up his stuff, I made 4/3s, I didn't even need to gain the life, but if they were pressuring my life total, I could have just started gaining 4 life every turn. Yeah, pretty ugly. This is going to be a quick one. We're going to jump back in the queue and do another draft here after this. Anyway, but yeah, there's going to be a big rotation coming, not soon, but, you know, once the next set after Capenna comes out. So, if you're getting into Magic, like right now you're getting into Standard, you're getting into Standard right at the end of a huge, you know, Standard block. This is the full Standard block of 8 sets once New Capenna comes out. And that'll mean, you know, there's a lot of cards that you might have to go and get that are like a few sets old that are going to rotate in another 4 months or whatever it is, right? 5 months. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this. Are we on the play? Is this the same guy? Oh, no. We got paired against the same guy back to back? What? That does not feel right to me. Does that make any sense to anybody here? That is ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Arena, how it works with the algorithm, but this is the same guy, I'm pretty sure. Guy or girl. Enchantment ETBs, look at the top 3, reveal a land, put it into your hand. Okay. Could kill that thing. Let's just go Circuit Mender here. Next turn we'll draw some cards, make a fairy. Yeah, I think we'll be able to find a more threatening target for Igneous Inspiration, I hope. Sanctum. Okay. They look at the top 3 and miss on the lands. Okay, put 3 spells on the bottom. There's Thought Monitor. I think I'm just gonna pass. Oh, I should have done it on my main phase. I'm an idiot. Oh, I just remembered. Should have done it on my main phase. I'm so used to passing to their end step. Derp. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. I'm talking and yeah, I'm right. I need to cast this on main phase to get the fairy. Sure. Stalking beans. Opponent's ramping up here. Yeah, oops. Knight of Autumn. Okay, probably gonna kill my alliance. Cool. Each turn? Oh, I should have done it in response. Oh my god, I thought it was only on my turn. I haven't played with this card in a while, and I'm screwing up big time here. Whoops. Wow, no land? Okay. Okay, treasure map pass. Scry on their end step. Oops, making a lot of mistakes here. Well, Thought Monitor is now Muldrifter, at least. Okay, Secluded Step. 3 cards in their hand. No good attacks. Revel in Riches. Okay. Wow, is that their win con? Like from the last... Well, we played against this opponent last round. They didn't have any treasure making that I recall, but okay. Scry 1. I don't think I want that. I want to land here. And I'm... Ugh. Okay, well, let's Thought Monitor, draw 2. There's our land. Okay, pass to my opponent, scry on their end step. They can cast Beanstalk here, that's fine. Beanstalk's a big boy. Yep, 7/7. Gonna need to do something about that at some point. I just need to find my junk troller or whatever it's called. Lock it down. That's tempting, actually, but no. Junk Winder. I think that's what it's called, right? Junk Winder. Okay, could behold the unspeakable here. This guy doesn't have reach, does he? Interesting. Let's activate this. Ooh, there it is. Okay. So now... Oh, this is tricky. So many things I could do here. The Tamiyo's Completion obviously going to go on Beanstalk Giant, so I'll chump with the 0/3 this turn. I have 5 mana. I don't really want to use all my treasures. I don't need to kill anything else with Inspiration or anything. So I think I'm just gonna... Well, I could just draw Tamiyo's Completion, but then I have to use a treasure. No, I'll lose my crab. I'm fine here. Thought Monitor swing. And end the turn. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see if we can... untap and have a big one next turn. We've obviously got City's Blessing, so we can Time Walk. They have an 8/8 and 3 cards. Preserver, okay. So he's gonna get a counter on something? I don't know how much that matters. Puts the counter on the Knight of Autumn. Okie dokie. It's a forest. Ooh, look at the top 6. Reveal a creature. Put it into your hand. Gain 3. Okay. That's a lesson? Oh, okay. In his main deck. Cool. Okay. They find Sereth the Viper's Fang. 3/4 other creatures, so when creatures attack, they get Death Touch. Untapped creatures have Hexproof? That's annoying. Wow, that is a really obnoxious card. Okay. I think I'll block the 8/8 and the 3/2 here. Draw Tamiyo's Completion. They get a couple treasure. I don't mind that. I could Tamiyo's Completion his Sereth. Yeah, because that thing won't have Hexproof, right? Okay. It's other creatures you control. Draw. Okay, my turn. Ooh, the Scions. What to do? 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, 8 mana, 11 with the treasures. I do want to use these treasures to draw cards. This is interesting. So I want a completion here. Let's play another red, I guess. This is interesting. How big is this? 3/4? Man, this is tricky. Yeah, I think we completion this. What? Oh, it becomes a 0/0 and dies. Oh. Okay, let's just take another turn then. I don't know. I don't know if that turn is right there, but... Draw Whirler Rogue. Nice. I'm looking for that Junk Troller dude. I want that guy in play before I do all these things. So, I think I'm going to draw here. Oh, God damn it. Okay. So, Whirler Rogue. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I could Scions and Behold the Unspeakable. Let's do that. And let's start getting in there for 4 here. Give all these guys 0. Attack. Pass. Okay, so he can play his Sira, or whatever it's called, Sereth. But his creatures have... Well, one of them has a 1 power, I guess. Ooh, that's a good one. Jugon defends the temple. Okay. Okay, scry 2, draw 2. Oof, do not want lands. 16, we go down to 14. No, we still have 16 cards. Okay. Could do another 4 in the air, and then I've got Whirler Rogue to make a bunch of blockers. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Let's scry here. Do not want. Rogue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana left. Can't target any of his stuff with Inspiration except... Well, I could kill the Jukai Preserver, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should do that, huh? Okay. Get this. And then I'm going to leave up Crab Counter, maybe? Yeah, let's pass. So we're representing 6 damage in the air here, and then they're dead in 2 turns, so... Okay, they pump some guys, sure. Yeah, swinging all... they have 1 card left. Could let the Scions die here. I'm gonna get a big flyer next turn. Yeah. Block. Yeah, I'm gonna let this guy die. Can't counter that, so okay, they get to kill my enchantment. Nice draw. That was their last card. Sure. Exiling a creature. Yeah. Okay, let's draw a card here. Shimmer Dragon. Where were you? Okay, so I can swing for 6 in the air. All their guys have Death Touch. Is there any way... I'm gonna draw again here. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna copy Whirler Rogue. This is gonna flip into a 2/2 flyer. Okay. Do some damage here. Copy Whirler Rogue. And then slam Shimmer. Okay. And they are in deep trouble now. Shimmer has Hexproof. I can tap 2 of my Thopters to draw a card on end step. 13 cards left, so feeling pretty good. Okay, they flip Jugun. He's a 2/2 flyer. They draw land, which does nothing. I think we got this. Yeah, because Whirler Rogue makes Shimmer unblockable, and then I swing with the Thought Monitor and the other dudes. No blocks. I'm at lots of life here. I can take all this damage. They can Venture. Venture doesn't do anything. And then we can draw on end step here. Deck came together really nicely. This deck. Gain a life. Nice. Okay, let's tap, draw. Okay, lots of lands we don't want. I could Chemister's Insight here. So let's make this unblockable. Actually, hold up. Let's do this first. Oh, they say good game. Good game. I was going to draw first, just to see if I could find another artifact to tap instead of using my Thopters. Could play Just the Wind. Not amazing against this opponent. Yeah, I'm just going to run it back. Hey, Broken, what's up? I'm doing well, man. Thank you for asking. I slept really well last night. You know what I'm discovering the key to sleeping well as somebody who doesn't get a lot of like good unbroken 7, 8 hours of sleep. Like I always wake up sometimes in the middle of the night or I have trouble falling asleep. The earlier I go to bed, the better sleeps I get. So if I go to bed by midnight, I'm in bed at midnight just reading on my phone or I don't know, watching a stream or something. I fall asleep and I sleep right until 8 in the morning. And then I wake up. It's great. But when I go to bed at 2 a.m., I'm waking up at still like 8 in the morning or 9 in the, I'm like, for some reason, my body just like once it's 8 a.m., 9 a.m., I just wake up. Oh, this is not great. I think I have to mulligan this. So I did sleep well, actually. How about you, man? How's life? You feeling good these days? You're at school lurking? Nice. Thanks, man. Hey, don't study. Listen to the teacher. You don't need to listen to me. Okay, keeping this for sure. Let's put a land on the bottom, I think, here. My opponent put me on the play last round. I don't know why, but... Okay, I don't want any more land now. Thought Monitor. I think that's a little too slow. We have 0 artifacts in our hand. Vandal. Naked Vandal, huh? Okay, Looter going to be useful to get rid of some of these extra lands we're drawing. Thank you, Broken. I appreciate it, man. You're always so positive and uplifting. It's awesome. I appreciate it. But, whoa. Okay. Wow. Fighting my Looter. Okay, let's slam Eternal. And let's see what my opponent does. Kill my guy. They're looking at my Aven Eternal here. No attacks, no plays. I like that. Let's scry, see what's on top. This is a nice turn. We can... yeah, I guess I will keep that. Let's go to combat. Swing. And then we can hard evidence and sack this clue to draw. If our opponent doesn't give us anything to kill with Fire Prophecy. Fire Prophecy is also sweet, lets us put a land on the bottom. But, really, dude? Wow. I'm gonna sack it in response. Why would you try and kill my thing? Okay. So not only did they lose a card, we get to draw a card there. And they spent 2 mana. Oh, okay. They gain 2 life each turn. That's the least threatening shrine there is. Interesting. More lands. Swing for 2 in the air and pass, I guess. They gain 2, so we're just keeping him at parity now. They scry, okay. 5 mana. Yeah, we're still a little ways off casting this crab. But my opponent's not really doing anything here. Okay. Junk Winder's very good. Let's swing. So now we've got Junk Winder into Mirror Shell next turn. So we got the big boom booms coming down. Opponent's playing more lands, still not doing anything. Did I forget to attack last turn? I think I might have forgotten to attack. Okay, well, let's swing. Oh no, I did, because they're still at 18, yeah. Chumps. Okay, some trick maybe? No? Wow. Okay, let's slam crab. I mean, is it possible they have a wrath? No, right? No way. Stalking the beans. Yep. It's another forest. Oh, maybe they have some double green card or something in their hand that they can't cast? I don't know. Okay. Oof, big damage. Fire Prophecy does not go to the face, sadly. Let's pass. I'm not going to play my land because I want to discard it to Fire Prophecy. I don't know how my opponent deals with this because we can bounce their Wrath if they do have one. Nah. Got him. All right, 3-0. Easy.